Hey everyone, in today's video we are going to be looking at Tropical Depression Peter, Rose, and a new Tropical Depression 18 which is expected to possibly impact the Caribbean. Now before we could get into the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new and turn on post notifications so you won't miss a single upload or live stream on the channel. Now, right now we are looking at the 5-day graphical tropical weather outlook from the National Hurricane Center in Miami, Florida. As you can see, we have Tropical Depression Peter right now as of 5 p.m. AST, Wednesday, September 22nd, and that's right now just north of Puerto Rico. Now we have Tropical Depression Rose in pretty much the middle of the Atlantic right now, also as of 5 p.m. AST, Wednesday, September 22nd, and we now do have, as of 5 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, a Tropical Depression 18. And if this does form, it will form into Tropical Storm Sam, as you saw in the thumbnail. As you can see, we have a maximum sustained winds of 30 knots or 35 miles per hour, a minimum central pressure of 1008 millibars, located at 10.1 north, 33.9 west, and movement is west at 13 knots or 15 miles per hour. Let's look at the 18L or Tropical Depression 18 forecast cone. As you can see, it is expected to become Tropical Storm Sam very soon. We are expected that to become also a hurricane by 2 a.m. Saturday, and then possibly that major hurricane by 2 p.m. Monday, and that is headed straight towards the Lesser Antilles. It looks like maybe it's a little bit of a northern turn, but this can change straight towards the Lesser Antilles. So definitely stay tuned. If you do live in these areas, you may be impacted by this. We do have some models, including the Euro, bringing this into this area, so you really need to pay attention to you really need to pay attention to Tropical Depression 18, as it could definitely bring some major impacts over here to the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Haiti, Cuba, Bahamas, Jamaica possibly. So this could definitely make a turn here, or not make a turn to the north and impact portions of the Caribbean. So we will have more updates coming soon as time goes on, but this is moving fairly slowly, so it's gonna have time to really develop here and mature, and that's gonna allow it to really strengthen and then head into this type of region. Even if it turns a little bit north, it still may impact. It looks to be so close, it looks to be impacting the East Coast and areas like that. So pretty much anywhere in this area may be impacted within the next 2 weeks. So you definitely really need to pay attention to this. Even if you're not in the Caribbean, East Coast people definitely need to pay attention to this, as we definitely could see impacts, possibly major impacts to those areas. Now, as we look at the spaghetti model runs that came out around 6 a.m. today, right now here is currently Tropical Depression 18. As you can see, we have a lot of ensembles here going into the Caribbean. We also have a lot of ensembles making a northern turn into more of a fish storm, once again getting very close to the Lesser Antilles, and this could definitely do a track just like Peter, where it got very close to the Lesser Antilles but then made a northern turn. That's because of the high pressure is more west, and that's guiding those storms more north. But if that high pressure moves more east, this could definitely bring it straight into the Caribbean or even the East Coast. So this is why we definitely need you guys to pay attention. You don't have to prepare as of now. You definitely need to be prepared always for hurricanes. But definitely don't be scared of this right now. You definitely need to be prepared, because models can change in just a few hours significantly. So you definitely need, especially the days, they will change significantly. So this is just one model run, and we'll have more videos out from this every day, from birth to death of this storm, like I always do with some of these major storms here. And this is the satellite imagery, as we can look at real quick. As you can see, we are definitely seeing some convection. This is why they named it a tropical depression right now. We have a bunch of convection. You can see some of that inflow and some of that outflow coming out from more of this northern part. Put that up a little bit. But you can definitely see some of that outflow, some of that inflow coming in from the southern part of the storm. And more of that outflow is coming out from more of this western portion of this system. We are definitely seeing a kind of a line of isolated showers and thunderstorms developing on the east side of this, which is quite interesting, as that's actually being pulled in, and that looks like this is the main inflow area, and more of this like southeastern portion of the storm. More of the outflow is coming out from the more northwestern part of the storm. So we're definitely seeing some healthy convection and a general healthy tropical depression. We're not really seeing much wind shear. We can actually look at that next. We're not seeing a bunch of wind shear. Here's the Caribbean right here, Lesser Antilles, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and stuff like that. Here's South America right here. As you can see, these green colors are pretty much no shear at all, or very minimal shear. Once you get into the more of these yellows, you're getting into more moderate shear, and the reds are more higher shear levels. Right now, it's in pretty much no shear at all. Here it is right there, Tropical Depression 18. As you can see, it will definitely intercept some of that shear, and that's what's happening with Peter, is that shear is really kind of killing it there, and it's almost that post-tropical depression. As you can see, though, we do have some winds that are going northeast, and that may move the shear out of the area and allow that to move into that shear. And if this becomes a stronger, which it will, and that will definitely help it defeat that shear. And once it gets into this area, it won't have much shear, and that's where Florida is if it does intercept that type of region. So definitely you guys need to be very alert if you do live on the East Coast, especially the southeastern coast. And over here in the Gulf of Mexico, we do have some shear over the Gulf of Mexico, so you don't have to be very worried in the Gulf of Mexico. Mainly in the Caribbean and the southeastern US here. We can go ahead and look at next more of these spaghetti models, which are the GFS models, pretty much the same as the GEPS models, making a more of a northward turn, a little more east of a northward turn. We don't have much symbols going into the Caribbean. We do have a couple going into the Caribbean, but a lot of these are just definitely bringing that into a fish storm. It's going to be kind of interesting to see what this does, or what these models do with this storm within the upcoming days. If you did enjoy the update on these tropical cyclones, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you are new, and turn on post notifications so you won't miss another update or live stream on Invest on Tropical Depression 18, as it may be a major hurricane. But anyways, stay safe.